and once again, viewers, what one really must do is, exit polls have been known, sadly, to be very wrong in the past. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Exit polls might be giving a clean sweep to the Mahayuti, but take all of that with a pinch of salt. But, by the end of the day, viewers, the question on who will govern Mumbai will be settled. And there are many big factors that we are going into this corporation election, a municipality election. Number one, will the BJP emerge as the single largest party? The last time around 2017, when BMC elections were held, of course, the term ended in 5 years. Then Mumbai was governed by administrators. But when the elections were held, it was a difference of a united Shiv Sena, because Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray were in the same camp. And they won 83 votes. The BJP had won 82. It was a seamless, organic a seamless, organic alliance which clearly worked. The BJP would want to be the single largest party. And also that proverbial 100-ward mark. Even, trivia, when the Shiv Sena United was at its peak, only once did it ever cross the 100-ward mark, 1 over 100 wards. Will the BJP do that today? And if it does, what does it really mean and say on how dramatically Mumbai has changed? Because the Thackerays governed the BMC for over 30 years until 2017. All right, I want to quickly get in a word from my colleague Omkar Wambley, who's joining us from Pune. And Omkar, what we're going to do is, for a brief while, step back and from micro BMC, take the macro picture, because it's not just BMC that we'll know the result of today, but 29 municipalities across the state of Maharashtra. And give us a glimpse of what you're expecting, what's going on right now. Many would suggest that there are already 69 corporators that have been elected unopposed, and they come in from the Mahayuti. This is, of course, across the 29 municipalities.
Well, exactly. I'm standing outside of a voting booth. You can clearly see people are entering inside. Counting will start in just few minutes. Interestingly, police forces, deployed police forces, and number has completely increased now. They're verifying the documents, and counting will start in a few minutes. But the most important part of PMC, Pune Municipal Corporation, and Preeti Choudhry, is both factions of NCP came together after 2 years and after party split. If you remember, in Lok Sabha, Sunetra Pawar, wife of Ajit Pawar, contested against Supriya Sule, and later on, nephew of Ajit Pawar contested against him. But in Pune, for the local body elections, both NCP factions, Chacha, Bhatija, came together to fight against BJP. And interestingly, look how shocking alliances formed up during election. Shiv Sena UBT is contesting election with Congress in Pune. There are some different arithmetics in PCMC, but if you go through PMC and BMC, largest municipal corporations in Maharashtra, this time election is becoming very complex, especially when 29 local body elections are happening together. And the voting and the counting is going simultaneously. So a little bit chaos is there, but still, Thackeray were trying to consolidate all Marathi voters at the same time, but doesn't look like, because exit polls are a little bit contradictory what Thackerays were expecting. So I think this, if the exit polls come true, then a reverse polarization of BJP, like non-Marathi peoples are coming together and they stood up for the BJP, that might come true. So it is very interesting to understand what is going to happen. But at least till now, BJP is comfortably ahead in local body elections across the state.
All right, so the buzz that you can see at the back, it's a crucial election. A lot is on the line. With what Omkar was saying, let's just quickly dip into that and let's bring in our guests on that. Let's put out the data projected by Access My India. Let's put out the data in terms of communities that have voted for the various alliances and parties. In terms of, you have the Thackeray brothers that have come together on the plank of Marathi Asmita. So as per Access My India polls, did the Marathi-speaking population actually vote, where it came down to Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray? And look at the figures there. 49%. Now, that was a figure that possibly the Thackeray cousins would have wanted to go at least between 60 to 70%. So, exit poll data, and this data seems to suggest that there are no takers right now in Mumbai for the Marathi Manus versus outsiders pitch, and this is only on the virtue of the numbers that have been projected by Access My India, because 30% of the Marathi-speaking community has actually voted either for the BJP or for Eknath Shinde, which prompts us to ask two questions. Number one is that Eknath Shinde versus the Thackray cousins on who really is the inheritor of Balasaheb Thackeray. Well, a question mark on that. And number two, that even in midst of the Marathi community, other than regionalism and Marathi Asmita, there is a huge chunk that believes and buys into the nationalist Hindutva idea projected by the BJP. So look at that split. The Thackerays won't be happy with it. 49% is not what they would have wanted. They would have wanted that figure to go about between 60 to 70%. But because the Thackeray brothers, and that's where the flip comes in, viewers, because the Thackeray brothers made such a big pitch in for the Marathi Manus vote, Marathi Asmita, Marathi speaking, there's been a complete counter-polarisation. Let's bring in those figures again. Look at the North Indians, the non-Marathi speaking population, and you see that whole galvanization, counter-consolidation of the non-Marathis in favor of the Mahayuti. 68%. This was a figure that possibly the Thackray brothers would have wanted in their Marathi-speaking community voters. That hasn't happened as per projection. 68% of non-Marathi speaking voters have gone lock, stock and barrel with the BJP and Eknath Shinde. Only 19% have voted for the UBT and the MNS. South Indians, was there a need to build a narrative which is practically dead right now, attacking the South Indians? It was a narrative of Balasaheb Thackeray many decades ago, where the South Indians were under attack in Mumbai, and the Lungi Pungi saying was something, or a slogan that was raised many decades ago. Has it lost its relevance? Well, in terms of sheer numbers projected, yes. 61% of South Indians believe that their vote and their interests lie today with the BJP and Eknath Shinde and not UBT and MNS. And can they be really blamed here? Because the jibe that was made by Raj Thackeray right in the end, attacking Anna Malai, calling him Ras Malai, and the Lungi Pungi, which was a very crass comment. Only 21% of South Indians have put their lot with UBT and Shiv Sena. Congress, all right, where the Muslim vote was concerned, so much was said about the Mamu factor. Marathi speaking plus Muslims, because the Muslims will go with the UBT. As per a lot of analysts, will go with Shiv Sena, UBT, and Raj Thackeray because they see them as a more viable option and not the Congress. That hasn't happened, has it? As per projections, 41% of Muslims have decided to go and back the Congress, despite the Congress not being part of the Mahavikas Aghadi being together. The Congress has fought it alone and have garnered 41% of vote share where the Muslims are concerned. So the Mamu factor hasn't quite come together for the UBT, Shiv Sena as well as Raj Thackeray. 41% of them voting for the Congress here. Look at the Gujarati speaking community. En masse, 69% with the BJP. The Gujarati vote bank has stood firmly with the BJP even in 2017 and earlier years there, and all of that coming in together.